It's your girl, pop culture goddess. Hi, my culture heads. How you doing? It's Saturday. I hope y'all are doing great. Did y'all know about this big battle going on for BET, where all the black elites who have millions to billions of dollars are fighting to buy BET? Well, if you didn't know, I'm here to enlighten you, and not only that, tell you who are the ones that are trying to buy it. Let's get into this. That's right, my little culture heads. It is a huge battle going on with two different sectors and two different sets of people. It's like one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. It's like seven people battling millionaires, billionaires. You got Diddy, you got Byron Allen, you got Tyler Perry, you got Kenya Barris, you got 50 Cent. I'm telling you, this is a huge battle of the Titans. These are the big players in the game, the ones with the money. And a lot of these men are what? Single, y'all. Let's get into this. Tea here, okay? I'ma spill it. So Tyler Perry, Black Entertainment Television. It could happen. The producer, director, actor is one of several very famous, very rich businessmen who have been singling and showing an interest in taking complete control of the iconic entertainment brand now owned by Paramount Global. hmm Especially since Paramount Global has hinted that they might want to get rid of BT and be willing to part with it. The idea of Tyler Perry, Tyler, the BT owner, first emerged earlier this month when the Wall Street Journal reported the conglomerate had been exploring a sale of its majority stake in the channel. Almost immediately, both comic turned entertainment mogul Byron Allen and hip hop icon Sean Diddy Combs let it be known that they were also interested in bidding. Telling you, it's a big, huge bidding war. While a sale is not yet guaranteed, if it happens, the result will likely mean BT will have a black owner or owners for the first time in over 2 decades when it was owned originally by Robert Johnson and his wife. Like, she is the one who really spearheaded a lot of the programs that originally were on BET. I feel like she is so underrated. She's a millionaire now, running and doing her own thing and giving so much back to charity. I tell you, one of these days I'm going to do a story on her, and y'all need to hear this. But let me get back to this, okay? So, launched in 1980 as a 2-hour programming service seen on USA Network, it didn't become a standalone channel until July 1983. BET was owned for its first 2 decades by its co owner, Robert Johnson, a lobbyist for the fledgling National Cable TV Association. Johnson saw the young medium potential to reach viewers larger and largely ignored by the majority. Mhm. All the major broadcasters were ignoring this channel and came up with the idea for a channel dedicated to Black culture. His initial $15,000 investment morphed into an estimated $1.5 billion payday when Paramount, then known as Viacom, officially acquired BT in January of 2001. While Viacom heft allowed BT to grow its distribution footprint and expand into more scripted programs, it also meant the channel was competing with a dozen other networks and brands for resources and attention. That has become more of an issue over the last decade as the cable TV industry went into crisis mode as cord cutting and collapsing ratings reduced profit margins at most networks. Still, despite the very real and very serious troubles of the cable business, BET remains a very powerful brand that still makes money and maintains a strong cultural connection to the Black audience. That's no doubt one reason why so many well known personalities have joined this epic battle to gain control of the Black entertainment television network, and why there will likely be a lot of interest in whoever ends up taking control. Let's break down some of the big questions about what's going on. What exactly is Paramount considering selling? Well, the BT cable network is the most iconic asset potentially being put up for sale. Par- Paramount is actually looking to divest itself of its entire BET media group. In addition to the namesake channel, the BET group includes VH1, a sibling cabler, which is in recent years has been focused on unscripted content designed for diverse audiences. Fledgling streamer BET Plus, numerous BET spin-off channels like BET Her and BET Jams, and productions on BET Studios, which make shows for various BET platforms. BT and VH1 seems to be pretty strong brands. So why is Paramount looking to sell them? As powerful as BT is as a brand, what Paramount really needs most now is more cash to help build up its most important asset, and that's Paramount Plus. Selling its majority stake in BT Media Group would offer that financial infusion while at the same time not causing any major harm to P Plus, since as it is, the streamer currently features very little new content from BT as is. You know how this goes, right? We have seen this time and time and time again. This has been going on for so long. You know what this is. UPN, remember United Plantation Network, as Eddie Griffith would call it. What about welcome to the WB? You remember that, the CW. So we launched the brands, we build these channels up, we build these networks up, and then they turn around and sell it, dismantle it. You know, that's what they do. And then they use us as the foundation to build other things for other communities other than our own. So Paramount Pay is, or Paramount Pay Plus, whatever, is going to, of course, focus its content on other communities that ain't got jack to do with us, y'all. Okay? Let's keep it real. And that's why they don't mind uploading or getting rid of BT and VH1, even though these two channels, two networks or brands are very super profitable, and there definitely will be a problem getting commercials or advertisement for these channels. So we'll see what the heck happens. Okay, that's because that's because BT's best offerings, including several Perry produced Tyler Perry series and comedy like the Miss Pat Show, actually actual live digital digitally on BT and not on P. So basically everything's on the BET network. And while there is a BT brand hub on P Plus, it's filled mostly with library content as a IP owned by Paramount. Like that everybody hates Chris reruns. Most, if not all, of those titles could continue to live on P Plus, even if BT Group and various brands were sold. So why are so many moguls involved? This is easy to control these two outlets that are black, like the black audience watches. This is epic. As far as Curtis Jackson, he's been looking for another network to host his stuff on. Tyler is looking for probably a network that he can control and groom. I mean, this is control of all black households would be tuning in to watch the programming and everything. This could be very like how Latin communities have Telemundo and other Univision and stuff. They have their own channel and network. We would have our own once again after 2 decades of not. So let's talk about who else is up on the block on wanting to own this. Hmm. Who else? Because there's other people in the works that want this too, besides. Let me see something here. Who else want this bad boy? Who else? 50 Cent, Shaq. That's right, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenya Barris. You know Kenya Barris for, grown-ish, black-ish, with Lawrence Fishburne, Anthony Anderson, and that. And I think recently he did Us. Did he do Us or one of them other shows? I can't remember. But he did a movie recently. I think that was with Eddie Murphy. I think so. Any which way. And everybody knows Shaq. Everybody know who he is, the basketball player. And of course, you got Curtis Jackson, 50 Cent from Power. Okay. If 50 owned the BET network, do you know all of his shows, all of his content is going to BET? What? So let's get into this part. So now we done talked about the older legends of the game, the elite, as far as Byron Allen, Diddy, and of course, who else was Tyler Perry. But now you got 50 Cent, Shaq, and Kenya Barris to the growing list of powered celebs interested in buying BT. We've learned the group is making a massive push to strike a deal. Sources with direct knowledge tell us that 50 and Kenya were spotted at the Paramount offices in New York City earlier this week to talk business and the possibility of buying the network. As for cash, we're told 50 already got that on lock. 50, Shaq, and Kenya are fully loaded and ready to make an offer with some help from a CVC, an investment company. Angel investors, stuff like that, who are basically they put a portfolio together and they present that portfolio and show how VH1 and BT could be profitable and how much they could get in return. Simple. Of course, there's still a lot to be worked out before anything is finalized, as one source told. It's not a done deal, but they're deep in it. What does that mean? The trio makes a lot of sense. 50 had a ton of success on Stars and recently signed a multi-million dollar deal for a multi-year deal with Fox that's sure to net him a boatload of money. Not to mention, he also just announced his global The Final Lap Tour to celebrate 20 years of Get Rich or Die Trying. So he's clearly still super connected in the music biz. Not only that, I also reported on my Instagram, which y'all, if y'all not on, y'all need to join my Instagram, okay? It's Pop Culture Goddess on Instagram. I posted a thing where it shows 50 Cent recently purchased his own basically warehouse to create a studio to start filming, producing, and making his content. Yes, it's a massive, massive building that he bought. Check it out on my Instagram. And matter of fact, just support me on Instagram and join. You'll get some great content. Scroll through. There's a lot of videos, a lot of stuff, info on there about Black culture that I think y'all appreciate. So check me out on Instagram as well as subscribing on my YouTube channel. So let's continue. Then there's Shaq and Kenya, who have massive TV deals, and Kenya with an impressive resume of producing, directing, and writing credits. As we reported, also you got Diddy is also among the names that have tried. But I'm really honestly, I'm hoping that 50 Kenya is and Shaq are able to close this deal. I'm hoping one of them close that deal, but I'm really, y'all put them blessings and prayer in the air. I might light a candle as a goddess. I might light me a manifestation candle for Curtis 50 Cent Jackson to win this deal. I hope he wins it. I do. I hope he wins it because you know he's gonna do some epic, amazing things with it. I don't know. I'm really rooting for this man. I'm really rooting for Curtis. It still remains a mystery as to the asking price, but BT sold for about 3 billion 22 years ago. So you got to imagine that that figure has only gone up since then. Ooh, child. This is why I said this is the battle of the black elites because you're talking billionaires and millionaires. This is a major, major, huge play for BET and VH1. It's major. Y'all comment below and tell me what y'all think about this situation right here. Okay. On that note, y'all, I got to go. Love yous. Bye.